there because it is easier to lose traction, especially when we're dealing with some of that water on the roadways. Fortunately, the heaviest rain has stayed to our south, but we still have some of those light showers moving across southeast Tennessee into Bradley County, Polk County, and along I-75, extending all the way down into northwest Georgia. So some pretty decent rain coming down into Dalton, Calhoun, Lafayette, all the way into northeast Alabama. So if you are traveling out, just give yourself a little extra time, be careful, and if not, just stay inside, watch a nice movie, because the rain is not done just yet. In fact, we have a pretty heavy slug of moisture moving in, and that's going to push into the region later this evening. After 8 p.m., rainfall rates go up, and that will continue on and off throughout the night as this cold front continues to approach. And on the backside of this front, we're dealing with some wintry weather from Dallas all the way up into portions of the Midwest. Fortunately for us, temperatures are going to be above freezing, so we're not going to be dealing with any of that sleet, freezing rain, or snow. It's going to be all rain here, but a cold rain at that. Temperatures still in the 40s from Dayton down to Cleveland, 50 in Dalton, and 44 degrees in Murphy. And rainfall amounts so far not overly impressive, but most of us have picked up anywhere from 1/10 of an inch, almost 1/2 of an inch in 10 Mile and Dunlap, and Don and Trenton with 2/10 of an inch. Same for Cleveland, Mulberry Mountain also at 2/10. So overall, a nice little soaking rain, but nothing too heavy. But again, that likely will change tonight. And then going into next week, we're going to be tracking out multiple rounds of rain. It looks like all the wintry precipitation is going to stay to our north, so that cold air is not going to crash far enough south, which is good news for us. But because, of course, we don't want to deal with any of that freezing rain or sleet, and weekly rainfall amount still on target for about 2 to 4 inches. So it does look like it is going to be a very active week of weather, including tonight. I mean, look at that rain just continuing to push up, and notice those yellows moving in after about 8 or 9. That's moderate to heavy rain, and that'll continue until about midnight, and the rain will gradually start to wrap up kind of from, I would say, the southwest to northeast as we go into early Monday morning. Now, for your Monday morning commute, there is going to be a lot of clouds around. The roadways are still going to be wet, and there still could be a shower or two through about midday on Monday. And then by Monday afternoon, we may actually get some sunshine. So, you know, that's nice. And we're also going to have temperatures bumping up into the 60s. So additional rainfall up to 1/2 of an inch. Some areas, especially across North Georgia and Northeast Alabama, could pick up an additional inch of rain, especially as that heavier precipitation moves in later on. But through the rest of the week, I mean, just a lot of rain coming down, not only here in the Tennessee Valley, but a huge swath of heavy showers all the way from really southeast Texas, extending all the way into portions of the Carolinas. A pretty good slug of 2 to 4 to even 5 inches of rain. So a lot of rain coming our way this week. And as for your temperatures, we're going to drop off close to average in the 40s. So it is going to be a cold rain through the middle of the week. But then as we kind of move into that first week and a half of February, above average temperatures return. And that's kind of been the story this year so far. A pretty warm January for us, and it looks like that's going to be the case for your February as well. But again, I just want to reiterate, if you're heading out and about tonight, the rain will continue, so give yourself some extra time. Be careful on the roadways, and you're going to want to pack that umbrella in your car pretty much every day before heading out to work this week, as we're tracking out rain through Thursday, and then sunshine returns for the weekend. Cornelia.